Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we'll be sewing this corset top that I'm wearing. So let's go. So I first traced out my pattern pieces on a brown paper, and I took the measurement of the shoulder length to find the middle, and I drew a straight line from the point I made from the middle to touch the waist the tip of the waist dart. And after this I measured in the waist dart 3 centimeters downwards, and like I said in the previous video, that measurement will depend on the size of the bust pattern you are working on, or the bust measurement you are working on. And in my case, my bust size is bust 35, and I'm not that busty, that's why it's 3 centimeters. It can go down to 5 cm if the bust is bigger. Then I measure from the shoulder downwards 6 inches, and then I drew a straight line across, and I also drew a straight line on the under bust measurements we made. Then we'll move on to measure 0.5 inches on each side of the shoulder line, and then we use our French curve to connect the lines on each side. Then we'll move on to the under bust line, and we'll put in our under bust measurement, and mine is 30, and 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. So you measure in the 7.5, and you also take the access out in the dart, not the side. You take it in the dart, and also the measurement you get and where you made the point, you draw a straight line to touch the tip of the waist dart. And then I'll use the curve to connect the lines to the dot I made at the under bust line. Then I proceeded to measure ½ inch on the straight edge of the pattern and drew a line across, and then I came down from the new bust line 1 inch, and then I used the curve to connect the line to the 1 inch point I made. And then I moved on to measure 1.5 inches on the armhole curve, and use my curve to connect the dot from the under bust line to that curve to create the second cap. And I also connected the line from the armhole to the line on the new bust line to form the second cap. And then I measured 1¼ inch on each side of the cap so that I can make the cap a 3-piece. Then I moved on to measure the length of the top, which I made it 22 inches, and you can make it however you like, but I made mine 22 inches, and then I drew a straight line. And then I moved up 1.5 inches on the hip line on the sides, and then I used my French curve to curve in the line to meet the straight line, because it's not supposed to be that straight. It has to be curvy on the sides. And this is it for the front pattern. And also, don't leave the underarm darts when you are cutting the pattern on a fabric. You have to close the underarm dart on both the cap and also the side pattern. So we'll move on to the back pattern. And here it can go as high as you want or as low as you want, but this is how I prefer mine to be. And with the hip curve, I measured the front hip curve, which is 3¼ and placed it on the back hip curve to get the same measurement. And with the straight edge where the zipper is going to be, I made it 3¾ instead of the 4.5 I did for the front, because that length is not supposed to be the same as the front. So this is the end of the video. I'll see you all in the next part where I'll be doing the cutting and the sewing. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you. Bye.